Alright, so we're checking out the only game that allows you to destroy a person's fear with overly aggressive, penetrative sharks. It's Planet Coaster. I feel like most Planet Coaster coasters are meant to kill people, so we're gonna do something different today. We're gonna try and help people. And if there's one thing I learned in psychology all those years ago, the best way to help people is to ruin their lives. As I live in Florida, the worst possible fear a human being can have is the fear of water, and thus today we are going to cure people's fear of water. In order to do this, we will use sharks and other tentacled monsters to such a degree that hopefully it ends up breaking the game. The fact that you can have a shark growing out of another shark like a tumor makes me feel like this is going to work perfectly. I also appreciate that you can change all the colors. Don't worry, because we're trying to cure people of their fears, this isn't blood, it's lipstick. Oh, young Bob Ross is over here taking his girlfriend out for a day at the park. Gotta make sure to make them something memorable. Trying to find an appropriate roller coaster here to symbolize people's slow descent into madness. Speed isn't really important. In fact, quite honestly, I would prefer it to go slower. Typhoon. This doesn't look like a roller coaster. It looks like you're driving around one of those jazzy motor scooters over at Best Buy or something. Upsy daisy. This is great because we can cure people's fear of heights at the same time. I love that this lady's still smiling even though she's like 3 miles up in the air. Everyone's like, how do you like your job? And she's like, oh, the air's a little thin. On the plus side though, I can see all of Florida from here. Okay, this is a lot higher than I had previously anticipated. Okay, now even before the ride starts, we need something. Oh, Jesus Christ. I like how in order to support the very first part of the track, the supports have to go into like Georgia. Anyway, we need something for people to experience right before, you know, they come crashing into the Earth's surface. And this is only the beginning too. I need a body of water here. I meant to put this shark head the other way, but this is kind of funny too. It's almost like it's vomiting out the passengers. Wait a second. Sharks vomiting out passengers? I might have an idea for later. Take this. Gotta go like this. Gotta rotate this correctly. It's great too because you can be like, hey shark, do you want to be part of this experiment? He's like, no, God. The shark is actually strangely phallic shaped. This is so imperfect. I feel like as I do this, I'm getting the shark's teeth closer and closer to the top of the coaster, so all the tall people are gonna get blasted the first little bit. Don't worry everyone, this isn't happening on purpose. All of our engineers are recovering alcoholics. Actually, now's a perfect time to really start lowering it as it gets closer to the ground. There we go. See, your reward for lying about your height because you were too short is you get to be the last to die. Right about there. Okay, now we can legitimately have the shark vomiting out whatever's left. Okay, I just need to test this real quick. Oh yeah. There's nothing like heading toward the ground where there's a shark and a shark and a shark and a shark. All right, looking good. And as the people get all the way down, the shark is like, blah, blah, blah. All right, F's in chat for the regurgitated test dummies. Hold on, speaking of which, there's actually something we can do here. There we go, perfect. Now the shark is like, do I have something stuck in my teeth? Right now, some parent is like, where's Hunter? Found part of him. Okay, there's a lot more we have to do here. The people's fears hasn't been cured at this point yet. I think I'm also gonna have to turn off friction. There's your F, Hunter. You will be missed. Oh, I forgot that this is still on testing. Wow. I wasn't sure if it would skip like a stone or what, but looks like I found the maximum ejaculation distance. Give people a little dip here. Can I go ahead and turn this just to like slowly drown them? Oh yes, perfect. Right about there. Now if my calculations are correct, like just their head should be underwater here. Let that go for a little while. In fact, can I put brakes on this? Hold on. Yeah, go ahead and trim the speed here. We wouldn't want this going too fast while they're drowning. All right, now we'll go ahead and flip this back around. If you notice, the speed actually isn't even that bad. They're going about, what is it, 200 miles an hour right now when they get vomited out of the mouth of the shark. 237. All right, very good. Okay. Couldn't have planned that any better. Wonderful. I think right here is a great opportunity to violate people. I mean, like literally violate people. Hold on. Oh yeah. It even has the gooey sound effects. Somewhere 100 miles away, some anime girl is starting to sweat. All right, put it right about there. Oh God, I can just create like a cluster of these. You may be asking yourself, how many tentacles do we need for this? All the tentacles. It's not enough tentacles until the game starts to lag. Yes. Oh man, that moment where you get viciously fondled before your inevitable death. I mean, before your inevitable rehabilitation. This deserves to be saved as a blueprint so I can duplicate it easily. There we go, there's your anime girl. Okay, there we go. I think people will be well on their way to getting rid of their fears at this point. See all these dummies? They're coming into this, boys. but they're leaving men. All right, where's that angry shark whose wife left him? There it is. I've got so many sharks going on here. They're not really like sharks, they're more like friggin' piranhas. I asked myself how many sharks is enough. I'm not really sure yet. All right, I'm getting the F out of here. I might need more space, so. I felt like we need a sign or something. We need something inviting to let people know what's in store for them within this ride. All right, now you just kind of twist it like this. Okay, I think I've given people enough of a description of what to expect. Let's go ahead and test this out real quick. All right, you got the very first sign over there, looking good. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. I'm so happy that the anus showed up so well. You can even see the glorious pit of tentacles waiting for you right before Cujo, the multiple sharks, get ready to rip you in half. Actually, I've decided something. We're not gonna slow people down here. Hold on. I need this path as wide as possible. Here, since we're dealing with a bunch of water, we'll make it blue. I need plenty of shops over here. Hold on. Yeah, all these. Okay, now I have to see if I can legitimately get people up here. Okay, it might be a little while. Okay, you know, we're almost there. God, this is just a stunning showing of engineering. Oh, Christ. I have no idea what I did here, but it looks like it works. Okay, I feel like the entrance to the park needs something flashy. It needs something to impress these people and let them know exactly what they're in for. All right, so you grab your abusive shark head here. Stuntman pirate dive 40 meters. Air quotes. Stuntman. Oh my god, this is perfect. Old Redbeard over here is like, oh god, what have I been spawned into? The game is paused, I can't even take my own sword and kill myself. Okay, so if we just make a bunch of these. Okay, this is kind of like the maiden test, just so that I understand the angle here. This can get very excessive. All right, more. I don't know, this might be good. This shark is like, these pirates taste like cucumbers. I hate cucumbers. Okay, now it's more about the angle. Okay, hold on, let's try this. Okay. So now once you have what you're happy with, grab it and duplicate. Okay, now this should work fairly well. This lady's over here, she's like, Harold, it's raining men. I feel like with no context, this is a fantastic image. Okay, now it's more just a matter of hiding all this. Now in Florida, all we do whenever we don't want people to see something is put a bunch of palm trees there. Yeah, that'll do nicely. All right, all you have to do is just make yourself a nice palm tree tumor. Oh yeah. That's exactly what I wanted. Don't worry about this palm tree. This one like failed its physics test. I feel like there is no better way to be introduced to this park than this. There's a lot of litter in the park. No, there's not a lot of litter. There's a lot of dead bodies. Hold on, I'm just giving people their money's worth. Oh yeah, the nighttime gives this a beautiful ambiance. It's almost romantic. There's nothing quite like fire-breathing, pirate-vomiting sharks to welcome you to hell. Worry not, everyone. Your fear of the water will be cured. This little child is seeing the destruction all around him, and he's like, Daddy, I don't want to be a pirate when I grow up anymore. Okay, before I actually make this roller coaster work for real, there's something I have to do real quick. All right, find me every homeless person under the bridge. Give them all a job. Okay, fantastic. Now we're getting enough people to appropriately test this. Hold on, though. The game's telling me I need more liquor bars. Hello, Mrs. Vendor. How far did you get in school? She's like, what school? Perfect, you're hired. All right, now what you do is you get your shark head right about here. Hold on, maybe even a little bit forward. Yeah, it looks good. Oh god, it's perfect! Effectively, the shark is vomiting out the roller coaster. So all the people get spewed out of its mouth. The shark's like, I'm a vegetarian, bro. Yes, autocomplete. Give me the seizures. All right, we're gonna go ahead and give this a shot, but for some reason I feel like this autocomplete is a lie. I also feel like these signs are taking out the left side of my medullas. All right, become very good friends with the tentacles. Get eaten a couple 100 times. Come on, roller coaster, do it. Call friction your bit. Oh my god, I can't believe it. It actually worked. Your ride is too scary. Guests won't want to ride it. Seriously, 80 G's is too much for these people? I like how it gives it this fear rating. This is effectively how many years off the end of people's lives is being shaved. You'll notice right after you get vomited out of the shark, that's when the lives are the most lost. Emmett Bigelow is unhappy. Emmett, you don't even have to ride the roller coaster. You need to shut your damn mouth. I think the fear was only at about a 15. I think we need more sharks. How many sharks? all of the sharks. I should probably turn this into a blueprint because it's time to legitimately crash the game. Go ahead and save it. I like how you have no choice but to put a description for the blueprint in. Very good. Honestly, I may as well just put these everywhere. What the hell? Throw some over here by the walkway. I don't even know how this works, but whatever. Put some over here. Do people get like violated on the way in? Does this even work? Oh, Jesus. It's worse than I had previously anticipated. I like how this one's coming out of the shop. It's like, these are my churros. The shark is like, people with blue hair taste like blueberry. It's actually unbelievable just how much this game will accept. Okay, hold on. Clearly we haven't used enough sharks. All right, we'll do a little bit of that. $38,000 worth of sharks. It's money well spent. Hold on, I might as well just fill up the entirety of the water at this point. There's really no reason to half-ass this. Come on, FPS, I've got to get you down one way or the other. Okay, at this point, I think I can legitimately ask myself whether or not I have gone too far. All right, I think this is an excellent opportunity to see exactly what we've created. Oh my God, you can see the sharks from up here. When you look at it from here, it's like, what are those minnows? And then you get up close. And it's like, oh, Jesus Christ, it's every nightmare I've ever had. Ah, yes. There's nothing like making out with over half a dozen sharks. Many guests are trapped in the park. Why? What are the sharks keeping them from leaving? All these people are like, this park has done unholy things to me. I can never go back to my family. If you listen closely, you can hear the screaming. I actually put these sharks here to clean up all this litter. The staff is like, I can't find a free staff building. There's one right over here. Okay, I'm not even sure if I can get the roller coaster to hit people. I don't know if it'll have impact with these sharks or not. I guess we'll find out in a second. I have no idea where the coaster is. There's too many sharks. Oh, found it. It hit the shark over here and it just evaporated. Average staff happiness has declined massively. But why? Wilbur Lacey is thinking about quitting. I find it interesting that now he's thinking about quitting. It took this. All right, ready? Hold on, we're gonna go all the way here. Oh God. Sure, $158,000 worth of sharks. Okay, hold on. I'll show you what we've done here in a second. I have to do something else. I felt like we didn't have enough original violation. What do you do when you don't have enough violation? You just double it. You may have heard of like hentai or whatever, but all these tentacles have gone through the rehabilitation process, so they're all just friendly. It's like friend tie. There we go. There. I heard y'all were having a tough time escaping the park. Can you escape the park now? What have I done? Ah, yes. Finally. I feel like we have created something truly magical here. Look at how high the scenery rating is. Everyone loves it. I appreciate that there's a filter that you can use that legitimately makes all this sound like you're underwater. Needless to say at this point, I think that everyone's fear of water should be pretty much cured. Because probably end up leaving this park impregnated by about 6,000 different sharks. Anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed this episode of oh my God, what the Planet Coaster. I'm not really sure how it's happening, but at this point, people can't even fall. They simply lay on top of the tentacles after they get blasted by the ride. Till next time, stay foxy, much love.